Hey there, this is Debesh, the info security researcher. Today, again, I am here with another episode of Chat with Me. So, anybody can chat with me. On the topic, it is there in the title. It says that what we can do on LinkedIn, a small step that can give a big return. So, before I start with, I will just say a few words. LinkedIn is a professional networking platform. It has a difference, of course, with say Facebook, Twitter, and other platforms. Not much, but the difference that it is in the internet, there is a similarity, but the difference is we are expected to do that will broadcast about our professional well-being, our work, our everyday, and which we do professionally. Say, some people do in a job, some people do in their business, and some people like myself now. I'm freelancing. I'm not working in a regular job. So that way, LinkedIn is a platform where we can engage with other professionals, and we can communicate with each other, and we can enrich our experience. We can share our experience and enrich our reach. We can enrich our um, work style, work strategy. We can improve it if there is any uh, steps. We can correct it. So let me start with a small presentation, and so let me go maybe like this, or where is that? Yes. Okay. And okay, like this. Yes. So the title I have put in the uh, podcast, that how a small step on LinkedIn can give a big return. The title is very catchy, of course. Small step, can a small action yield a big effect? That is a question. It is naturally, we always can say that it is doubtful. But I can tell you that whatever we do in our life, we study a big deal from the entire, say in a research, somebody is doing a master research or a graduate research, PhD research. So when somebody survey a certain subject, it does not mean this person actually um, utilizes all the subject review and then decide. The subject review actually have some effect, of course, but the most important thing is that the person himself or herself. So what is their choice, the person who is doing, like say we are on LinkedIn, so what is our choice? So that will make it a small, like we have to find out a small area and small where we can do our work. And then small does not mean small work, like say some we can see some podcast or some YouTubers, they say that you work only 2 hours or 4 hours a week and earn this amount of money. So it is not that. Like you have to build your experience. You have to build that, and then regularly you have to do that. The small action you have to do regularly. That can actually give a big effect. So let me start with the presentation. Okay. So LinkedIn is a professional network, and there are so many people present here, and out of that, everybody is not a human, of course. A small fraction or maybe a part of that are fictitious account, bot accounts. But we can consider that the people who are humans, they are professionals, and they interact with each other. And LinkedIn is a very feature rich platform. When we join LinkedIn, you can find out, explore that, and most of us actually are on LinkedIn for many years. So we know that what is the platform, and the platform has a publisher. A publisher, so we can publish text blogs, articles, images, videos, documents, and we can write comments and reply to comments, etc. And we can also now with LinkedIn Live, we can broadcast. Like this podcast is through LinkedIn Live, and uh, I'm broadcasting using LinkedIn Live and a third party platform called Restream. So that way you can do a lot of things on LinkedIn. Lot of things. I mean, other than publishing and broadcasting, there are a lot of things one can do. And for the paid members, there are other facilities also, like for job search, and for many other applications, you can get that. But I am actually focusing on the activities we can do, a general user of LinkedIn can do. And those are publishing, commenting, broadcasting, mainly that. So but you decide what you want to do. I have seen many people, their profile, they don't publish, they only react, give reaction to others post or videos, and sometimes they write comments, and sometimes they don't write also comments. So you actually decide what you will do. So what I do on LinkedIn, most of us do all these 4 steps. Like number one, I connect with like-minded people. The spelling is wrong. So I connect with like-minded people on LinkedIn. So and it should be POPLE, of course. That is sleep. And number two, I write short post, articles, comments, reply to comments. I also post GIF animations. Number three, I have also post GIF animations and videos along with the short posts. And number four, I also broadcast videos using LinkedIn. Okay, I also do that. It is this broadcast using LinkedIn. And out of these four, what I get, let me show you. When I connect with like minded people on LinkedIn, number one, connecting with like minded people is very important, because when we are interacting with people, we can do it positively only if our bandwidth matches, like our work, our style, our interaction, everything matches. So the like-minded people means the people who are having some common interests, professional interests and other interests, and their writing, their post, their engagement actually display that what they are. So from that we can find out the like-minded people and we can connect. So when I joined LinkedIn long ago in 2010, I was not doing anything until 2014 when LinkedIn actually opened the publishing platform for everybody. Then I started publishing articles and also some short posts. At that time, the platform the publisher of the platform was different. It was the feature and the GUI were different. Now it has changed. And okay, Sarpraj Khan join. Thanks, Sarpraj. Please be there. So, connecting with like-minded people is very important. Number one. And so I have connected. In the beginning, I was hesitant to send connection request. So when I got some courage, so I started sending requests to the people whom I consider like-minded, professionally, and also say sometimes geographically and sometimes subject-wise. Science and technology subjects. What are my interests? So if they match. So I send them connection, and some people accept connection request. Some people also started giving me connection invite. So that way it grew, and my network has grown. I have connected to many people. Okay. Number two point is I post text articles and write comments on LinkedIn. So that is the main thing when we join, we do. Like we probably have not started writing and publishing posts. So we read others articles and posts, and then if it is if it gives some input to our mind, and we think that we are ready to comment and ask some question or give our views, then we write comments also. So before starting to post, maybe commenting started first for me, and then I started writing articles and posts. So lot of articles I published. In 2014, I remember some people they challenged themselves to publish every day. So say some people started giving a challenge that every day they will publish one article, or every day they will post one small short post. So that way they express themselves. They write on some particular topic or continue the same topics with different aspects, and people write comments, and the comments are also replied by the author. So that way it grows. So for me also it started when I started publishing article. The views were less, and at that time the views were public, like say yeah, the different it was a different status information of the content on LinkedIn. So we could see the number of views, number of reactions and comments. And at that time, the algorithm was also different. So maybe we used to get uh, more views and more comments. You can say reactions. So the comments used to give us a authentic self about the writer of the comment. You can say that a comment is a very important part while in a professional network, a publishing platform. So when we write a comment, we express ourselves authentically. So that actually checks, verifies that we are real humans. There are so many fictitious accounts, bot accounts. So when I nowadays when I send a connection invite, so I generally check the profile, and first I check whether the person has commented anything, any comments on any others articles, or reply to comments in their articles. So that way I get to know about the person, that what they are doing, and how they are behaving with the audience, or if the audience, from the audience also, if I get somebody who is like minded, so I can, you can say, verify that whether this person can be a right person whom I will send a connection invite. So comments are very important. So while publishing your own post, commenting uh, is a very helpful thing. It actually tells about our thinking, and it broadcasts about our feeling to the audience. So other people also sometimes reply to the comment I write, and some people contradict, some people say something, and that way commenting, writing post gave me many things, but commenting also is a very interesting and very, you can say, rewarding. So when you write a meaningful comment after thoroughly reading an article, if you write a meaningful and authentic comment, the author also get a feedback. Not only author gets feedback, the author also gets to know, I mean, knows you. Like the by the comment, the author knows you, that this is the person, and maybe then the author also is interested to connect. So that way also the network grows. Number three, I also post text and multimedia content on LinkedIn. So if you post short text and articles also, you notice that you can attach multimedia files, like say a GIF animation or videos. Uh, Not only an image, you can add a GIF animation and videos. So I also post text and multimedia content on LinkedIn. So the views and the reaction on multimedia content, if it is interestingly created, I mean, with information correctly distributed, then it gives more appeal, so that people get to see the video or the GIF animation, and um, get a additional information other than the text. I mean, something is there in the text, but if you express it using a GIF animation or a short video, then it is very informative for the audience to make out what is there in the content. So that way I am very interested, I'm very much interested to create informative gif relevant to the text short post I publish. Earlier in the long form article cover, LinkedIn used to permit gif, but nowadays they have stopped it. Only image can be attached um, on the cover, as a cover of a article. So number four, I also broadcast live video content using LinkedIn Live. So LinkedIn Live is a feature. Earlier, it used to be available to a particular hand counted people. So some two or about 2.5 years ago, LinkedIn opened it for everybody. So this podcast also I am broadcasting using LinkedIn Live through a third party uh, platform Restream. LinkedIn don't have any feature of directly live streaming, like say in in Facebook and other platforms like Twitch. They have their own live streaming. You can say studio. Say we can live stream using their parent platform. But in LinkedIn, one has to use a third party software suggested by LinkedIn. So I am using Restream to broadcast live video. So I often broadcast live video content. Not every day, but maybe once in a week or once in 2 weeks. So this gives an opportunity to exchange with the people in a different way. Like when you are live, maybe many people are not attending because they don't think that my speaking is interesting to them, or maybe they are busy because this is a Saturday night. People go out for party, people go out for dining outside. So maybe that is another reason. And also topic, like what topic I am speaking. And because it is a solo podcast, so that is another reason that people are less. When I have the podcast interaction with a guest speaker, then the audience uh, are relatively more. So out of these four like steps I generally take on LinkedIn, what is the outcome? What I get? It's a nice networking. Like say, it is nice networking on LinkedIn. I connected with beautiful people on LinkedIn. I have connected with people whom I would not have exchanged any communication or text or even say video without coming to LinkedIn. So I have connected and communicated with people whom um, I am fortunate that through LinkedIn only I could um, communicate with them. And among these connections, there are students, professors, researchers, CXOs, people from CXO positions, artists, and a few famous influencers from around the globe. Like, say, I have connected with, say, Robert Cialdini. I've connected, when I send connection request, so you know that in LinkedIn there is a limit, like says, people who are having many followers and connections. So there is a 30,000 limit. After that, they cannot connect. So I remember one of our connection friends, Brigade Hyacinth. She is now very popular in the you can say uh, um, s- uh, in the domain of management. So she travels around the world lecturing. So she also probably crossed that 30,000 connections limit. But when we connected at that time, it just started. Brigade Hyacinth was also new. I remember it was her sixth article. When I started publishing, I was also having, say, two articles. She was having her sixth article. Then she gradually continued, and the way she concentrated on a particular topic, so she published thoroughly, and she used to uh, give reaction to every comment, not only on her post. She used to uh, uh, give reaction to comments in many other people's posts. So that way, when say somebody reacts to your comment, you will like it. So you will be curious to know who is the person who has given a like to your comment. So that way the network also grows. So that means when you write comment and when you react to a comment written by others on somebody else's post, that intimation signal, the in the notification feed also allows people to get connected. Say just in the afternoon I got to know that one of the comments I wrote in others post, somebody liked it. So when I opened that comment and I checked who liked it, so I got a chance to see who liked it and his profile or her profile, and then I find out that whether this is already in my connection or is a like not a connected person. So I will check their profile and then I will decide whether I will grow a connection, because I will probably send a connection request because the person has kindly give a like. So maybe I will ask in a customized connection invite that what is the reason he liked it. So that way the communication through comments and reactions it grows. So I can now say you, I mean, show you that what I got, what are the big returns I got here on LinkedIn. If I had not been on LinkedIn, what I would have missed. I mean, now I'm not doing that very like the commenting and writing what I used to do, say, during 2014, 15, and 16. So that time I used to work full time, but even then I could manage some time, free time to write and comment. So what happened? I was working full time up to 2017. So you can check what happened. So LinkedIn connections gave me many things. I got big returns here. Yes. Uh, I was featured on Forbes articles twice in 2015 and 2016 for my LinkedIn group, the influencers. So, what is influencers? You can come to my profile and check my group. So, influencers is a group which was created in 2014. The person who coined this word influencers, his name is Dr. Jeffrey Strickland. He is an US Air Force personnel, specialist of mathematics and statistics. And when I found his article on this title, The Influencers, so I wrote some comments and he replied, and I found it very interesting. And I requested him that whether he is willing to start a group with the name. So he requested me that start the create the group with him as a co-creator. So I took that responsibility, and that group was very active at that time during say 2014, 15, and 16. And because of the group interactions, uh, Jeffrey Strickland and myself were featured in Forbes articles in 2015 and 2016. uh, so, and many of the interaction from the influencers group, they have started their own solopreneur. You can say that uh, uh, entrepreneurship on their own um, field. So, at least 5-6% from this influencers group, they have started their freelancing journey, say during that time to 2015, 2016. So that was that the influencers. And influencers also we can say that logo was copyrighted, applied for copyright by Jeffrey Strickland, and I'm still using that logo in my profile. And you'll be surprised that in 2017 all the domain names using this word were purchased. And maybe they got some interest, some people got some interest, so they purchased it. Okay. That is the story of the influencers. uh, and during the interaction I got 3 invitations to optics and photonics conferences. My field is basically optics and photonics, and I got 3 invitations to the subject of my core expertise conferences. um, One in 2015, it was a invited speaker request I got from China. and it was an all invited conference. And how that happened, I can detail you in a different podcast or different article. You can see it. So I used to write comments, and that was because of my comment in a group and some post by some two academicians. So I got a direct message from the organizer of the conference in China, Shenzhen, China, and um, whether I will be willing to attend their conference as a guest speaker. So it was a very special conference. Every speaker had got 20 minutes time, and it was not a conference like, say, many people will listen and only few people will speak. It is only, say 35 or 40 people are invited, and all 40 people speak for say 20 minutes duration, and from that 40 people attend the conference. So it was a special conference that way. And during that conference, I could meet my Japanese professor, that mentor, Professor Mitsuo Takeda, after many years there, who was also invited. And there were many big shots, of course, invited there. And I could meet them. And during that time, one professor who later became Dean of Engineering, the University of Texas at Austin, and he invited me that there will be a conference, SPI conference. So in his session he invited me to submit a paper. So in 2016 I went there in SPI annual meeting, and no, not the annual, not that annual meeting, it was a defense and security conference of SPI. And I presented there, and it was in Baltimore, Maryland. And later in 2017, I also attended another conference in China, in Zhejiang University, on education and training in optics. That was a joint conference by SPI, the Society for Optics and Photonics, and the Optical Society of America, and all other optical society of different countries. So that was a very a good impact, you can say, I got from interaction through LinkedIn. And there were many other conferences I could not go. I got invitations, but I could not go. Somewhere in the Europe, and somewhere in the South America also. So, and the most impactful, I can say, that I got associated with a Japan and UK based digital identity company, uh, which I was associated during, say, 2019. I got connected with one person from Japan. He's no more now. His name is Hitoshi Kokumai. So Hitoshi Kokumai had the company in Japan. It is on graphical password security, and the company, he wanted to convert the software into English, that Japanese software, and he wanted to start the company in a English speaking country. So it was later registered in UK. So the company is being built up now. So that is we can say, a return I got from LinkedIn interaction. I wrote some comment on Hitoshi Kokumai's post and article, and some interaction and email exchange, and then we got networked with that work of graphical password security. And I got several writing contracts, small writing contracts. You know that people get writing contracts in platforms like Upwork and other things. So I get direct contracts. The people who were also probably on this platform, so they sent me a request through LinkedIn. So those were also some impact, I can say, that I got due to my small interaction steps engagement on LinkedIn. And I am doing podcasting using LinkedIn Live, that I started in 2021 December. And in between, I could not do it very regularly, but now I decided that I will do it regularly. So that was there. Means you can say that the small steps I have taken, what I have taken, to write comments or write some articles of my technology subjects, what I generally write. Also, occasionally some life lessons also I wrote, and all these things gave me uh, a good return. Say I was very active during 2014, 15, 16, and 17. So after that, I was not that active. But if say somebody continues, and the path also may change. Say when it is not a straight line. Any development or direction or subjects are not straight line. So say if I have continued, my fields of research also changed. At that time, I was doing some other research. I was engrossed in biometrics research for more than 16 years. So now I got to know that biometrics is intrinsically unreliable. So uh, that changed. So at that time, say in 2014, I thought that I will apply that, but there was some confusion that the questions, not confusion. I had questions about the tolerance and the quality of recognition of biometrics. So that changes. So that way, say when you interact with people, when you write your post, when you disclose what you are doing, you are the decider, of course, how much you will disclose. But when you disclose that this is the thing I want to express, this is the thing what up to this information I want to share, so that if people exchange their views, we can get a idea, get some ideas from other people's, and cross interactions always improves it. You can get help to correct the systems of flaws. Okay, so that way the LinkedIn professionally, if you interact with people and take small steps every day, you don't need to give hours and days. Say every day you decide how much time you will give. So that way you can decide that I will give say half an hour or 1 hour maximum. Out of that, some time to write comments, read somebody's articles and view and write comments, and some time more time to write say your own article or your own posts. And if you develop something, if you have some very interesting thing, you can share it with a short video, or if you decide to um, uh, go on live and have say podcasting style, you exchange that you can always do it. So all these things don't take much time. You are decided how much time you'll spend, but that small steps can, if you continually give, and the professional in exchange with the professionals who are in your field or related to your field, then you can get some ideas. So the small steps on LinkedIn, what I took is connecting and networking. So I have connected with like-minded people. I wrote and published posts and articles, posting some videos I have done, short videos. Earlier, I was not very, you can say, now I am not expert, but I do all my, say, video recording, editing, everything by open source software. I don't actually use the proprietary operating systems. I use GNU Linux and open source software. So everything I do using open source software on Linux platform. So the videos also I record and I edit, I optimize it. So in future, I also plan to do it in a better way using some movie editing software. And there are a few open source software for editing videos. So that can be very handy, and many professional filmmaking studios also use open source software. And broadcasting live videos also is a very, you can say that, um, very interesting and very authentic way to you can say disclose yourself, your identity. And in fact, I consider that if you don't if you don't if you don't if you don't expose yourself in video, then you are not actually sharing your true self. Say on LinkedIn, we have our profile photos, and some people, they are not even willing to put their profile photo. They are ghost, and their comments, they are writing comments, they are doing many things. So even there is a photo, how can I be sure that it is a authentic person? Okay, now AI has come, so there can be AI generated videos, and there are some profiles. In fact, I'm doing some research on how to detect from AI generated videos, that whether how to detect a video, and you can dissect it and do some you can say forensics to find out whether it is authentic, real human, or AI generated. That is also there, but at least when you share your videos, when you broadcast, people know that this is a person, the person is speaking, and some people are also knowing you personally. So that way, that commenting from other people will tell you that this is a real human. I mean, very recently I have seen some videos on LinkedIn, YouTube. The person never shared any video with her, with say um, her fellow students, or professors, or any other guy, but claiming that I am a student, I am doing this, I am doing that. So it is very fishy. So that way, so when I say show something, I also have videos with uh, myself and other people also. So that way you can make out that whether this is a real person or not. So that way, if you are doing say if you are doing a video, and also writing, so that way your digital self, your actually personal brand, I can say it's more vibrant, more authentic. So that is a way actually you can tell. So okay, so I may actually now tell about how much time approximately. It is not actually time stamped, or I have recorded something which is not very authentic. Approximately how much time I put, say in a month, how much percentage of time I put on networking, writing, broadcasting, and future plans. And I have a future plan also to write some so to create some digital courses, and that also will take some time. So in networking, maybe I spend 20% of my time, and writing is the most laborious work. So I spend almost 40%, and broadcasting is very less, because I generally now do a live podcast once in a week, and sometimes alternate week. So it is 10%, and future plans, I am creating digital courses, and of course I'm writing some books. So it will take some time of 30%. So that is how I am distributed in the time frame on LinkedIn. And I now want to ask you, what are your ideas, and don't hesitate to publish. So I see some comments, and if we are willing to join the podcast, I will send you a guest link in your comment box. So let me first see the comments, if it is something. So Gita Bhuktari, is it prudent to even okay, a question, is it prudent to even have your images on online, much less videos? They can be so easily misused. Yes, of course, that is a valid point. Um, in fact, like the profile video photo also, earlier I used to use a software um, to actually you can say mask the profile minutely, so that it is not possible to be used for face say digital recognition. I mean that AI does it. So another AI software I have used, which is open source software, to mask it. Mask it means original that masking cannot be viewed with naked eye. It can be only the softwares can detect that there is something changed. Okay, you are correct. When you are having images online, much less videos, then okay, one or two videos, even one photo. Say when you are submitting your photo to say say anywhere, say in Facebook or in Google, in your Gmail or any other place, everything is public actually. I mean, people say that privacy. So before going to actually invest your technology for making you private, we are already public actually. Our profile photos, our small videos are already here and there in the public domain, say either in social media like say Facebook, and other platforms, say in Instagram. So so if you are really interested to hide yourself, then you have to be away from everything. I remember once I met that open source proponent like Richard Stallman. He visited India in Kolkata. I into 2008. I met him, so I we took some photograph and videos also. So he just commented that don't post it on platforms, the platforms who use proprietary software. Like say he is not having any complaint like posting the video, but he says that don't post it to uh, these platforms who use proprietary software. So that way it is okay. So thank you, Geeta, for this question. It can be misused, of course. It can be misused, and say for the biometrics also, what I told just a few say some 10 minutes back, that you know that biometrics people and platforms are posing that biometrics can be more secure. But it cannot be more secure. It is a probabilistic and it is very unreliable. And all the biometrics that are available in the public domain, say high resolution photos available in the social media. So or whether you are traveling, or say fingerprint when you are touching a glass, say in a restaurant, you are putting your fingerprint there. The imprint can be copied. I mean, they can spy you and they can take the fingerprint also. And even say the iris scan, iris, a high resolution image. Now the cameras having a many pixels, so the images are very high resolution. So from the public domain photographs in the social media or outside, say from far also, if you are photographed, your iris can be very easily uh, scanned from your eye. And okay, thanks, Gita. Let me go to another comment. Okay, Sajid Kumar Swaminathan. It is easier to create content using AI or faceless video nowadays to convey a thought process or idea. Of course, it is possible, and faceless videos can be always possible. I mean, say nowadays in the news, say somebody say a culprit or a suspected culprit, so they generally mask, or maybe a suspected tortured woman. Generally, the news media mask the face. So anyway, uh, faceless videos can be created using AI, and you can create many other things also using AI. That is right. So thank you very much for joining. And if you are willing to join, please write in a comment. I will send you a guest link. So are you interested? Please write in a comment. I will send you a guest link, and you can tell your view on the camera, like inside. Are you interested? So you can write here in the comment, or you can send me a LinkedIn message. Let me check. Okay, so if you are interested, please write in a comment, and you want to join Gita? Okay, let me check. I'll send you a connection invite. Okay, and that guest link. Just a minute. I will send you in your. Okay, Gita, I sent you a guest link. Okay. So maybe Gita is joining. I sent her the guest link. Gita, please join with a headphone. So before Gita joins, let me check. So privacy and say your broadcasting status. It is having a, you can say, an uncertainty. Say I want to communicate with people, and I want to be private. At the same time, it is not possible. Gita, could you join? Gita, check the mail. So it is not simultaneously possible that you are private also, and you are also say broadcasting your like say you are publishing, you want to be uh, viral, like say you want that people will watch your content, people will connect with you, and at the same time you cannot be private. So that is actually the you can say dilemma. The dilemma is that at the same time you cannot be. Okay, so I'm waiting for Gita. Okay. Want to join? Okay, so it seems it seems nobody is willing to join inside the podcast window. So so I will probably end the stream here. So you can take your step on LinkedIn what you want to do, and uh, you can do it regularly, publishing, commenting, and other things, and you will get some result because the platform has the notification feed, and for that the algorithm sends a notification to the connections, and some of the connections will of course the more most actively exchanged customers users will be notified, and they will interact with you and you will get some result. So that is all for today's episode, and if you don't have any interest for joining, so I may close the chat. Okay. Okay, so I will end the stream here if nobody is willing to join. Bye. See you in another episode next week. Next week's speaker is, I will announce that and you will find out. It will be a guest speaker podcast.